We're back again. Last time we talked about support zones and the resistance zone. So today we'll be moving forward to on how to analyze the market and how to identify an upcoming trend and to see the market structures and all that stuff. So um, all the videos will be short, will be 10 minutes. Because of this app that I'm recording with, it has limits 10 minutes, 10 minutes, 10 minutes. So I'll send about 4 videos. So the first one will be about analyzing, putting on trend lines, putting on the horizontal line, all that stuff. So let's start. Let's start. We will start in this time frame, which will be the daily time frame. Remember the time frames. They help you to see the market on 1 hour time frame, 2 hour, 3 hour, and 4 hours. So let's move on. Okay, let me open H4, which is 4 hour chart. This means after 4 hours there's a new candlesticks in this type of charts. Even in 15 minutes, after 15 minutes there will be a new candlestick. After 30 minutes there will be a new candlestick. So just something like that. Okay, now let me show you how to put on a trend line. Mostly to beginners, I mostly tell them to use not candlesticks to analyze the market, but to use the line chart. Even on your phone, I think there is line chart, so you should use line chart to see clearly the market. So using the line chart, it'll help you identify all the highs and the lows of the market. So when you put on your trend line, you start on the higher point to the lower point. You see, it must be vertical like this. You see, it must kiss your trend line. It must kiss your trend line like this. This is the first kiss. This is the second kiss, and almost kissed at this time. So it must kiss your trend line to see that you have you see. And again, there are kisses here. The first kiss, the second, the third, and the fourth, and the fifth. You see, all those zones, the markets must kiss all those zones of the trend line. So as you can see, it must be something like this. So how do you identify now an upcoming trend? How do you see that? Okay, as I've analyzed the market like this now, whose trend is coming? Should I buy? Should I sell? So now we are coming there. Put on back the candlesticks. Now this is those are candlesticks, so you should bring them back and let me zoom in. Firstly, there's something you should notice about the trend line trading or when analyzing. There's this thing. Remember, I said we have support and resistance. See, so this is our resistance. This is our support, support, support. So you see, we have so many supports here. So the first thing you should notice is that every time when the market touches your trend line, it either break it or bounce from it. Here is a quick example. You see the market went down and reached that support level and bounced back and went up and break your trend line. So like I said, every time when the market reaches your your trend line, which is your vertical line, it will be written vertical line on your MT4 in the mobile. Whenever you're using a laptop, you can see it will be written a horizontal line, not horizontal, vertical line. So every time when the market reaches that level or reaches your trend line, it must bounce or break the level. So as you can see here, it went down and bounced, went up and break that level. Now it's coming back down, and again there is a support level here that affected the price to go back up. Like I said, on the support zones, we look for buys, or we look for the market to rebound or to break. Remember, you must remember that always the support and resistance cause, it's very serious, because the FX market uh, always apply support and resistance zones all the time. So you must always know that. Okay, moving on. As you can see, the market does the same thing. You see that high, the market reached that high and bounced and went down and break the support and went down again. So now the thing is, even in trend lines. In trend lines, we have a trend line there is a support, and a trend line there is a resistance. Here, the trend line there is at the top, it is a resistance, and the trend line there is at the bottom, it is the support. You must always know that we have two types of support and resistance. It is the horizontal and the vertical. Always, you must know that stuff. You must know that. It will help you to analyze better. So I will send you these examples of market structures. I have this peak in my phone which describes them very well. So at this point, I will just draw something so you can see. This is an example. So now, how do you see where the market is going? So we have the market structures. We firstly, I will just indicate um, the very easiest part of the forex, or the very easiest part of technical analysis, which is the continuation patterns. The continuation patterns are like this. We have this one like this. Whenever you see a structure like this, whenever you see a structure like this, then you should know that that is a continuation pattern. So as you can see here, this was a resistance zone, and this was a support zone. So you can see the market went up and down and pushed up again. So what do we call this? Firstly, pay attention to the topic, continuation patterns. So this means that the trend is continuing. Remember, the market is like a human. We inhale and exhale, you see. So the market does that. It buys and sell. In an uptrend, you will find the lows. You will find downs on in an uptrend. You will find that the market now is going down in an uptrend. You see, so the markets always work like that. That's why we have continuation trends, continuation pattern, continuation trend. So as you can see here, this is a continuation pattern. So there are two types. There are two types on this in the structure. Pay attention to the arrow. You see the structure? This is the bullish structure, and the bearish structure is like this. I'll draw it again. A bearish structure is like this. Uh, a bearish structure is like this. Go down, come up again, and then go down. You must know the difference. You must know the difference. Something like this. You see, the market go down, reach a low or reach a support, and then go up, test that support or to test the resistance, and then go down again. So this is where the market, uh, uh, um, whenever the market is going up, we call it, is when the market is inhaling, and then when it's going down, it is exhaling. Now you see the market here was exhaling, and now it was inhaling, and then now again it's exhaling. You see, it does that all the time, all the time. So these are the two patterns that you must always know. Two patterns that you must keep in mind, because the market always